Hello everybody, it's Bill's That College Football Guy here with, yes, yet another preview and prediction video, aren't we? This time we're heading, feel like being a pirate? The East Carolina Pirates of the American. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. This is an interesting one, doing this one, because East Carolina likes being on Thursdays. Foreshadowing, 4 of their games are on Thursday night, which is a little unusual. I guess it's an American thing. How your season ends, how your season starts, and a whole bunch of stuff in between. So, shall we get into this? All right. East Carolina went 8-5 last year. They beat NC State in the Military Bowl. Head coach Blake Harrell, he's the new head coach. It's his first season in East Carolina. He was the interim head coach last year after Mike Houstom was fired. Who is now a defensive analyst. I think it was he at now? I forgot to tell you. He's a defensive analyst at some friggin' school. Clemson. He's a defensive analyst at Clemson. He was fired for the team, went 3-4, and they went on 3-4. They go 5-1 after he's gone. So obviously Blake Harrell becomes a new head coach. He was previously defensive coordinator. John David Baker begins his second season as offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. East Carolina actually was 24th in total offense in FBS last year, which is not bad. Josh Aldridge takes over as defensive coordinator. He was previously the defensive ends coach at Auburn. And obviously Blake Harrell, as I said, the previous defensive coordinator, was interim head coach and now full head coach. And East Carolina last year was 100th in total defense last year. Hopefully that improves. All right, offensively, who's the quarterback of this team? This is Caton Hauser's team. Okay, I hope I'm saying his name right. You got 2 other guys. You got 2 freshmen. There's 5 quarterbacks totally on the roster. I think right now 2 true freshmen. You got Raheem Jeter, a junior. You've got Mike Wright Jr., who's probably going to be the backup quarterback. He'll be battling Raheem Jeter, I think, with the backup. He's a grad transfer from Northwestern. Last season, 38 of 66, 354 yards, no touchdowns and a pick. But Caton Houston, I hope I'm saying his name right. I apologize if I'm not, and I really apologize. The senior starter, basically, he was the one who they had I'm blanking on his name, who was the starter, and he took over, and it just ran there. 149 to 245, 2,006 yards, 18 touchdowns, 11 INTs. He now gets a full season as the starter. I think he's going to do damn good. Running back room. It's going to be interesting to see who the number 1 running back is going to be, because realistically, there's only 5 guys who got a legit shot, I think, at the job. You got one, Josh Benton, the junior, didn't record any stats last year. And then you got Parker Jenkins, the junior transfer from Houston. He did some stats, less than 100 yards rushing, but not enough measurable. And then you got 3 guys who could battle for the job. You got Marlon Gunn Jr., the senior, 61 carries, 224 yards, 3 touchdowns. You got Lyndon Montgomery. Good God, I'm horrible. The sophomore, second leading rusher last year as a true freshman, 71 carries, 359 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But there's a guy who is from Garden City Community College, sophomore, transfer, DeJuan Lacey, as a sophomore. So as a true freshman, community college, 163 carries, 1,119 yards, and 14 touchdowns as a true freshman. It's going to be interesting to see who the number 1. Either way I put it between those 3, you got a decent running back room, right? I think there with the other guys in there. Put some other players, some sophomores. I think there's like 3 sophomores who got shots, plus redshirt freshmen and freshmen. So top 3 looks pretty damn good for him. Wide receiver room, lack of experience. I mean, your number 1's back, but past that, legit 9 guys. Legit shot in the wide receiver rotation here. We've got Malik Leverett, the junior. He didn't record any stats last year. You've got Keelan Robinson, the senior, and Brock Spalding, the junior, but also they did record some stats, less than 10 receptions. Now, also we have here Peyton Mangrum, the grad transfer from South Carolina, and Kyler Regan, Not Regan, Pearson. I screwed up writing this so fast. I'm sorry, everybody. But the grad transfer from Oklahoma State, they didn't get less than 10 receptions last year. So how many guys actually did something measurable? 4. Actually, take that back. 3. Because there's one guy here who did not record any stats last year. He's a sophomore. But I think he's going to get figured in. Call me crazy. Mason Scott. He's a sophomore. Walk-on. Why the hell's a walk-on? You might mention a walk-on. He's a member of the ECU track team, specializing in the 100, 200, 400, and the 4x400 meter and 4x200 and 4x100 meter relay teams. He's got speed. He wants to play wide out. Maybe possibly do kick return, punt return. Somehow I think he's going to get in the mix somewhere. Maybe not at the beginning of the year, but by the end of the year, I think he's going to be involved. So track speed, always going to get figured into the mess. So our 3 guys here got something to do here. You've got Yarrick Smith, the sophomore, last season as a true freshman, 25 receptions, 434 yards, and 3 touchdowns. You got Jaquez Petaway, the junior transfer from Oklahoma, 33 receptions, 281 yards, and a touchdown. And your number 1 red receiver from last year, the redshirt senior Anthony Smith, 41 receptions, 799 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So, not great. There is a lack of experience, but I think there's potential here. Now, tight end room, I'm concerned. The worst room on the offense. And the tight end battle, number 1 tight end is completely open. Nobody caught 10 catches last year at any level. You've got Mason Brown, the junior, and Gage Rio, the junior transfer from Louisville, did not record any stats last year. And Cirio Riles, the junior, and Javante Connor, the sophomore, holdovers from last year's squad, had less than 10 receptions. Those are your 4 featured tight ends, and then that's a redshirt freshman or a freshman's going to get in the mix. It's concerning here. Outside offensive line room, very, very experienced offensive line room. A lot of upperclassmen, a lot of guys who've gotten minutes here and there, guys who played. Might be the best room in the whole offense. But I'm pretty confident in the offensive line, which gives me a little more credibility toward the quarterback, the running backs, and everything else. That quarterbacks given time, the receivers can get open. So that's where that goes. Now, defense. Lack of game experience in the defensive line room. Guys who've done some stuff, but not enough. Legit shot at the room. 10. Legitimate shot to be in the defensive line rotation here. We got Zion Wilson, the senior. Didn't record any stats last year. However, we have Josiah Robinson, the senior transfer from Michigan State. Kieran Davis, the junior. And Preston Carr, the junior, both holdovers from last year's squad. We also have Xavier McIver, the senior transfer from UT Martin. Ryan Rosenborough, the sophomore transfer from Towson. And Justin Benton, the sophomore transfer from Houston. All recorded some stats last year, but not enough. Less than 10 tackles. And Rosenberg's case was less than 20 for FCS. The guys who made the minimal qualifications, how many we got? 3. Lowest is actually a transfer. Kendrick DeJour, the junior transfer from Sam Houston State. 23 tackles, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. You have J.D. Lampley, the senior, holdover. The top 2 are both holdovers from last year's squad and both seniors. J.D. Lampley, the senior, 29 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. And Samuel Danka, the senior, 34 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, an interception, and 2 pass deflections. He's putting some work in. So, a little bit of concern there, but you could see potential going in here. Linebacker room. You've got a couple of sophomores that make some play and some true freshmen, but realistically, this is 7 people with a legit shot at the job, and 6 of them measured. We had one guy, Luke Holmes, the sophomore, recorded some stats with less than 10 tackles. Everybody else had at least 10. All of them are holdovers from last year's squad. So that's good in that aspect. So again, we're going to go worst to first here. Julian Davis, the junior, 11 tackles and a sack. Jackson Barker, the junior, 12 tackles. We got Noah Holmes, the redshirt senior, 14 tackles. We got a tie at 28 here. You got DJ Johnson Jr., the sophomore, so as a true freshman, 28 tackles and a pass deflection. Darian Wilson, the senior, 28 tackles, 2 pass deflections. And the beast, Raheem Craig, the senior, 52 tackles, 1.5 sacks in the pass deflection. So you got experience in this room, so it's going to be interesting. I mean, Raheem Craig looks. It looked like Craig Wilson and Johnson could be your starters if you're going 3-4-3. But or depending on the system you got, I mean, it's going to be an interesting battle here. So I kind of like this room. Now the secondary I really like. Best room on the defense, might be the best room on the whole damn team. Legit here, legit. Got a couple guys. I'm going to put them on the outside looking in. Timothy Patterson, the junior, and Adam Cole, the junior. They didn't do anything last year. But if you take them out of the equation, they recorded some stats or actually did measurables. 14. How many measured on the list? 8. By far the most of anybody. This is, and there's some sophomores on this team who were freshmen last year who were beasts. All right, first off, we'll do the ones who recorded some stats but didn't do any, didn't get less than 10 tackles. We're talking Aiden Duncanson, the sophomore, DeMarcus Hines, the sophomore, Kamari McKinley, the junior. What we got here? Tamar Brown, the senior. All recorded some stats, but got less than 10 tackles. No, the FCS guys, we got a couple here. One who was a damn impressive. Actually, 3 here FCS. 4 FCS. A lot of FCS now, I see it. We'll do the FCS ones first and get them out the way. Ladarian Paul, the grad transfer from Central Missouri. 25 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 6 pass deflections. You've got Chance Graves, the grad transfer from Richmond. 39 tackles, half a sack, and 6 pass deflections. You've got Rashid Reason, the grad transfer. Actually, I'm skipping Rashid Reason because he's actually a different one. We're talking Key Crowell, the sophomore, transfer from Indianapolis. As a true freshman in Indianapolis, 51 tackles, 5 picks, and a pass deflection. He's not the leading tackler, but the next guy, Jordy Lowry, the junior transfer from Western Carolina. It's FCS. It's Western Carolina. Understood. 48 tackles, 6 picks, 14 pass deflections. He's going to do something. Now, as the guys who are on the FBS stack, here we got grand total of 4. Jonathan Jean, the grad transfer from Rice, 11 tackles and 2 pass deflections. You've got Kevin Morrell, the sophomore, who was a freshman last year, holder from last year's squad, 13 tackles. We've got Rashad Reason, the grad transfer from Old Dominion, 49 tackles, an interception, and 4 pass deflections. And the holdover from last year's squad, who's going to be corner number 1, Jamarly Riddle, a sophomore, as a true freshman last year on East Carolina. 63 tackles, 3 picks, one of them a pick 6, 4 pass deflections. Secondary is going to be the definite strength of this team and of this defense. But overall, I think it's a damn good team here. So, I'm done talking about the team. Should we get down in the prediction part of this? All right. This is what I talk about the funny part. You start off the season on the road, Thursday night at NC State. Wait a minute, sound familiar? Yeah. The team that you ended your season with beating in a bowl game in the Military Bowl in Annapolis, Maryland, you beat them 26-21. You now got to play in the season opener in their building in Raleigh, in their stadium. You think they're going to be a touch pissed? It's a season opener for both schools, and I'm sorry, East Carolina, they're going to take this out on you. They've been knowing this game was coming for a year, all off season. They've been gearing up to get a little revenge. It's East Carolina. Don't matter. They're beating you. Then, oh God. You're at home for your home opener against Campbell. The Campbell Fighting Camels. Should I say that right? Campbell plays at Rhode Island the week before. Last time you two played was 2022. East Carolina won 49-10 in Greenville. That's where East Carolina is, Greenville, North Carolina. If East Carolina wins, East Carolina will even the all-time record at 3-3, which means overall in the history of this rivalry, the Pirates are losing to Camels. What the blue hell, boys? Camels are beating up Pirates. There's a bad Disney joke somewhere in this. But, really? Well, guess what? You're evening your record and you're beating Campbell. What the hell, man? All right, then your following the week on the road at Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina plays Charleston Southern at home the week before. Pretty even matchup. You've only played this school once before. And that was in 2022. East Carolina won 53-29 in the Birmingham Bowl in Birmingham, Alabama. You're looking to go 2-0 all-time versus Coastal, and I believe you will go 2-0 all-time versus Coastal and get the win. Then you come after being on the road at home against BYU. I already covered this game in the BYU preview and prediction video. Even though they're going cross-country, without Jake Retzloff, I still think they're beating you. They just have too much personnel in other spots. But this game could be a lot closer than people realize. And BYU possibly could stumble. Second game, your Thursday game, at home against Army on Thursday night. Yeah. Now, Army plays North Texas the week before on Saturday. Both schools have games on Saturday and then 5 days later play on Thursday. So both of them are on a short week. So it's not one advantage over the other. Both are on a short week. Last meeting was last year when Army won 45-28 in West Point. Different Army team than this one. But crazy or not, when Army won, that was Army's first ever win against East Carolina. Well, sorry, Army. You're in North Carolina. You're losing to East Carolina. Then they get a bye. Come out of the bye. See, the Army game was the first of 3 consecutive Thursday night games. Out of the bye, they're on the road at Tulane. Well, both schools have a bye the week before, so that nullifies that. Last meeting was in 2023, and Tulane won 13-10 in Greenville. Master offenses, not in that damn game. Well, I hate to break it to you, with Tulane's roster and the improvements they made, yeah. Tulane's beating you. Really beating him. Let me just do a little adjustment here, because this is pissing me off. Yeah, a little better. Deal with it in the first part of the video. Don't care. All right, now, last of the Thursday games for the year. Making sure, yes. You're home against Tulsa. Tulsa plays at Oklahoma State the week before. It's a rivalry game between those two. Last meeting was last year. East Carolina won 38-31 at Tulsa. These two always seem to play each other tough for some reason. But you're at home. I'm picking you to beat Tulsa. Then you get your second bye. Come out of the bye on the road at Temple. Temple plays at Tulsa the week before. So you get a bye week, so you got 2 weeks to prepare for Temple. Last meeting was last year. East Carolina won 51-34 in Greenville. I just don't think Temple's got the horses to keep up with you. You're going to beat Temple. Then you're at home against Charlotte. This is a game I actually struggled with. So you say, struggled? It's Charlotte! What the hell are you struggling for? Well, first off, Charlotte has a bye the week before, so they got 2 weeks to prepare for it. It's in East Carolina, but Charlotte to Greenville is not that damn far. So it might as well be a home game. Last meeting was last year. Charlotte won 55-24 in Charlotte. And in fact, Charlotte is 2-0 all-time versus East Carolina, trying to go 3-0 all-time. East Carolina has never beaten Charlotte in the existence of this rivalry again. What the blue hell, Pirates? You can't even beat Charlotte? You can't even beat Campbell? I hear East Carolina fans, the Pirates telling me we can beat people. Those two rivalries say I got questions. Okay? Damn. 3-0 all time. No. First ever win against Charlotte this year. You're going to beat Charlotte. Then the home game next against Memphis. I covered this game in the Memphis preview and prediction video. A lot of people get pissed at me for it. I have you beating Memphis at home. Then you go on the road at UTSA. UTSA plays at Charlotte the week before. Last meeting was last year. East Carolina won 30-20 in Greenville. This is starting to become a pretty good little rivalry game between these two. Kind of getting even matchup here. So I look at this I looked at the roster, but this is kind of a coin flip. Who's at home? UTSA. So you're losing to UTSA. And finish the season on the road at FAU, Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic plays UConn at home the week before. Last meeting was last year. East Carolina won 49-14 in Greenville. East Carolina looking to go 4-0 all time versus Florida Atlantic. Well, guess what? You are going 4-0 all-time versus Florida Atlantic, which means you're going to finish the season 8-4, 6-2 in the American. So, I mean, you were 8-5 last year. Is there any of these games right now I look at could flip? The Memphis game could flip. The Charlotte game could flip, but you never beat Charlotte. The Army game could flip. The BYU game could flip. The Coastal game could flip. You can lose to Campbell since you have problems with them. A pirate losing to a camel. Fighting Camel. Don't give a goddamn. Was it Joe Camel? The Camel cigarettes back in the day? Joe Camel? Joe Camel's beating up the pirates? What? Somebody explain this crap to me. But you're going 8-4 according to my predictions. But satire aside, let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. So again, thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. I'm going to run through the schedule again without all the extras. You tell me what you think their final record is going to be. Season opener on the road at NC State Thursday night. Home against Campbell. At Coastal Carolina. Home against BYU. Home against Army Thursday night, 1st of 3. Bye week. At Tulane on Thursday night. Home against Tulsa Thursday night. Second bye week. At Temple. Home against Charlotte. Home against Memphis. At UTSA. And at FAU. Let me know what you think that their record's going to be down in the comments. Share the video if you want to, and if you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos that I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. Don't just do preview and prediction videos. You looked at them. I don't do just that. There's other stuff going on here, but there's going to be a lot of them getting hammered out in the next couple of weeks because August 23rd's kickoff, and I got over 24 more to go. And I got to get them all in before then. Although one's still pissing me off. Lincoln, Division 2. Everybody else has got their roster up except them. They still have last year's roster up. So I still can't do that video. It should have been done in order a while back. But I can't do the video until I have the new roster. Because I need to know who the hell's on the damn team. And if they don't post this soon, you might be getting your prediction video after they've already played a game. I really don't want to do that. Another one of the reasons why I have no more FCS ones, because FBS puts out their rosters, it's done. But anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. You want to follow me in the craziness that is X, the link is in the description. So again, thanks everybody for watching from very hot Jacksonville, Florida. I turn the heater. I'm in the heater. Turn the air conditioner back on and get a little bit cool in here. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Everybody's having a great day. More premium prediction videos coming on some news if it pops off. So thanks everybody for watching. Be safe and please be good to each other.